In Part 36 of Fire Emblem Engage, we start our travels through Granlund to take down the Fell Dragon Shards to remove the barrier that's stopping us from fighting Sombron. Veil leads us to the first Fell Dragon Shard, where we run into the Four Hounds, but it's just the two of them that are left since one of them defected to our side and the other one got murdered. Gris and Zephyr don't want to back down, so we just kind of have to beat them up. This map is back to some of the usual annoying mechanics. There's a true damage wyverns, there's infinite reinforcements since I'm playing on hard mode, and the map only mechanic of the Fell Dragon Shard, which can be used to summon meteors around the map that do a good amount of damage if you don't dodge them. At this point, the wyverns aren't too bad, they're more of an annoyance than a real threat, and the reinforcements don't start until turn 6, so it's actually manageable to make a solid push forward, but things eventually do get pretty hectic. I do have some issue on the left-hand side, as that path has some one-tile wide gaps at points, and the Fell Dragon meteors are 3x3 areas, so they can very easily cover the path at times. I decided that now's the time to stop being cheap and finally dig into some of the warp staffs that I've been saving this entire game to get around this gimmick and speed up the chapter. We quickly begin to near the boss before the infinite reinforcements spawn. They are a bunch of wyvern riders, which makes them actually kind of manageable because we have effective weapons in bows, wind magic, and Nell's effective dragonstone. We get to the bosses, and they're actually quite difficult, but just for completely different reasons. Gris, he does a lot of damage can just kill him with my entire team, but he is about as tough as wet tissue paper, so if I can survive his first volley of attacks, I'm able to jump him and easily kill him with Louis and some dances. Zephyr is just as annoying, but it's because she's a mixed attacker with good mobility, meaning no one can effectively wall her, and she's hard to keep squishy units safe from. Luckily, Alfred, when paired with Erica and Ephraim, can tank the damage that she deals to him and then heal him thanks to the emblem skill of Solar Bracelet, letting him heal for half of the damage he deals. He manages to distract and chip her down until everybody can jump on and kill her. Unfortunately, he's going to have to trust me on that last bit because the recording froze and I didn't realize until a couple minutes later. At that point, the chapter had already ended and I ain't redoing that whole thing. So at the end of the chapter, Zephyr finally admits defeat and decides to spoil where the next Fell Dragon Shard is, since it's going to be hard for us to get, because it was originally at the top of a mountain, but now that mountain is the bottom of a lake. She hands us a crystal and says to bring it to the location, and it will allow us to access the Fell Dragon Shard. After we leave, we have a moment where they try to redeem Gris and Zephyr, with Zephyr saying that at this point she's, I guess, just sticking it to Sombron, because why should she die and he live? And that she actually really cared about the hounds and treated them like a family and wanted to have actually a family with Sombron. I guess we're gonna ignore the whole, murdering one of her children. And then Gris basically says, hey, listen, I'm not just a masochist, I actually really cared about you and followed you to the end of the earth. And they basically go, wow, we really didn't have to do all this evil stuff. And then they die. Finally, actually die. We are not going to be seeing them again.